Katharina.
And I'm Janine from Jolie Janine.
Yes, and we do our first collaboration video together. And today's question is about the important topic.
How to not gain weight on RT4.
Exactly, because this is a super important topic. Like there are many people writing to us like, oh, how did you do that, not gaining weight? And we didn't gain weight while transitioning, so we thought it would be super interesting for you guys to get our best tips, and here they are.
Number one is listen to yourself. Don't follow guidelines that somebody else sets, even though you don't really feel like doing it. For example, a lot of people think, oh yeah, I freely eat so and so many potatoes for dinner, I have to do the same thing. When I have potatoes for dinner, I eat them until I'm full and then I stop. There was a time once I actually ate more because I thought, oh yeah, I should eat more, freely eats more, and I just felt really sick afterwards. So don't compare yourself to anyone else. Listen to your body and eat until you're full, but don't overeat until you feel sick.
Yeah, because like everyone has a different body, a different metabolism, a different history, you know, and it's so important that you cultivate like an intuitive feeling for your body, you know.
And also another really important tip is eat enough fruit during the day, so you don't crave huge dinners, you know, because fruit is the best food for you, so just eat as much as possible and then just see what you want for dinner.
Yes, exactly. And you also, another tip is to add greens to your dinner. That's super important, you know.
It makes such a big difference because it totally fills you up, right?
Yeah, yes. And also from a nutritional value point, you know, in order to get like all your nutritional needs with greens, it's super important.
Eat the fruit that you crave. You know, if you have a favorite fruit, then eat it, you know. There was a time when I was like really into watermelon. There was a time when I was like really craving dates all the time, and I was like, okay, I shouldn't eat so many dates, you know, I should eat other fruit just to get like a balance. And what I ended up doing, I ate another fruit, but then in the evening I was craving dates, so I had like loads and loads of dates. So that's not the way to go. Any fruit that you like is a good fruit, so eat that.
Exactly, and it just can't be bad for you, you know. You really have to free your mind from this belief that sugar is bad for you, you know, because all this low carb, high protein, high fat wave that is going on at this moment, like young girls are super afraid to eat fruit because it has sugar in it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and we've both been there, like it doesn't work, like it's a horrible time of restricting, and don't do that. Go vegan and high carb.
Yes, and it's really, and you need the energy, you know. How do you want to be like a vibrant being and like enjoy your life and really flourish and thrive in life when you restrict all the time, you know, when you're putting yourself down all the time, or when you binge that you tell yourself, oh, I'm just so weak, you know. How can you be a good human being, you know? You really have to give your body what it needs, and in this case it is sugar from fruit and veggies, you know. I also realized, and I talked about that in my previous videos as well, is it's important to clean your detox organs before you transition, you know. It's many people, they come from a very high fat, low carb diet, and they have congested livers, they have congested blood vessels, and they have too much fat in their blood vessels. And sugar is always only a problem if there's too much fat in your system, you know, because then sugar cannot be released properly, you know, to the muscles, and is stored as fat. So it's very important that all your detox organs are clean and that your metabolism is like functioning as a whole way faster, you know. And that's why I really suggest doing a Livercleanse and a colon hydrotherapy, and you find lots of information on my channel. I think you already know, and yeah, this helped me a lot, you know, that I didn't gain weight, you know. And I really didn't go for minimum calorie. 3,000 minimum, you know, because sometimes you just don't need 3,000 calories, you know. Sometimes I only eat 2,000.
Yeah, there's some days where I just feel like eating so much food, and then I listen to my body and I eat that food. And sometimes I'm just like, okay, I'm actually not that hungry. Like, I'm gonna stop after 5 bananas. I don't need to have 10. You know?
Yes, exactly. And the high carb, low fat vegan lifestyle is the best lifestyle to cultivate this intuitive body feedback response, like in my opinion, you know.
Yeah, because you can't overeat like on raw foods, basically.
Yeah.
You can't, like, your body's gonna tell you stop at some point.
Yeah, exactly, And you don't feel like, maybe of course you feel a little bit bloated or full, but after 15 minutes everything is digested and you feel amazing.
Yeah, the digestion
it's really like
is
that.
amazing. Like, it's crazy. And also what's really important is don't stress yourself out. I get a lot of questions from girls like asking, okay, I'm gonna go out and have dinner in a restaurant, or like my family's cooking something, you know, that's vegan but it's very high fat, whatever. Like don't stress yourself out if it's high fat or if it has salt, you know. If that's like once a week, that's completely fine, or I don't know, if it happens more often in a week, you know, as long as you don't do it every day, you know, just don't, because if you focus too much on like, what am I gonna eat, like, that's not going to be like oil free, oh no, it has a bit of salt, you know, and you're just going to stress yourself out, you're not going to enjoy life, and that's also going to really like inhibit like your progress will be better if you're just happy, and if you just enjoy your time with your family, and if you enjoy a vegan meal that's not as low fat as what you would normally have.
Yes, exactly, because the 80-20 rule absolutely fits here. You know, you won't get skinny from one salad the same as you won't get fat from one burger, like not burger, but I don't know, like one binge or something like that, you know. It's really like that. It counts on what you do 80% of the time, you know, and if you're healthy 80% of the time, then you will have a slim fit body, you know. It's really just like that.
I've realized that if you start thinking about food the whole time and thinking about like sticking to the RT4 guidelines like 100%, you get so focused on it that you kind of stop enjoying life, and that also, I feel like that also slows down your progress a lot. Yeah,
it really does, because it always backfires, you know.
Same with working out. I always felt like you know, I had to work out more because other high carb vegans are working out all the time, and so I like forced myself, but then there was a time I was like, okay, I'm just going to do it when I feel like working out, and now I realize that I actually feel like working out quite a lot.
Yeah, and with me it was exactly the opposite. When I was low carb, I used to work out 7 times per week, and when I came to the high carb, low fat vegan lifestyle, I was like so desperate for carbs and to heal that I didn't want to work out at all, you know. I worked out once per week and still I didn't gain weight, you know what I mean? It's like, you really learn to listen to your body, and if you don't want to work out, then don't work out, you know.
Yeah, it's really good to hear that you don't have to work out to like lose weight. Like,
yes,
not.
You can still lose weight, even if you don't work out. Of course it helps, you know. I'm not saying like sit on your ass and eat like 200 bananas a day. We don't say like that, you know, but really do the sport you love, because this is also very important, that you do the sport that you love and that you don't force yourself to do anything. But the important thing is that you can heal this disorder with the high carb, low fat vegan lifestyle, because can you say you're healed?
Yes, totally. Like I feel like now I eat the foods that I want, that I love, and I'm like really happy with my body. Like that also started really early. Like since I started the high carb vegan lifestyle, I was like, oh my god, I actually love my body. It's great.
Yeah, you get like direct like internal feedback. Oh, this is awesome, I love that, and your body responds, you know, like he loves you back, just as all the pioneers say, love food that loves you back, you know.
Exactly. There's been times where I was doubting, I was like, is this really the right way, especially if you don't have like, if you have a lot of friends that are not vegan, and you sometimes start doubting. And what really helps, what you all should do, is look out in the community, look at other videos, Instagram, just look for motivation, because it helps to see other people who have already succeeded. It helps so much to look at them, because that will inspire you to keep going.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, you can write to us, you know, we have channels, we want to inspire you to keep on going, you know. Hashtag keep on going. No, but subscribe to our channel, subscribe to Janine's channel, to my channel, you know, and we all help each other out, you know. I also had this phase where I was unsure, you know, like felt bloated and thought, oh my god, too much fruit, I have to eat so much all the time, you know, I don't know. But then I just kept on watching all these pioneers and it helped me so much. So go and find your community in your city, subscribe to all the channels, and this will help you in this phase when you're unsure, you know.
Stay inspired.
Yes, exactly. And I hope, or we hope, that this video was inspiring to you, that it helped you, and see you next time.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.